Are we live? I think we might be. We are. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Randy. I provide private golf instruction right here in a private studio in Sylvania, Ohio. In-person lessons here in Sylvania, virtual lessons anywhere. Today, I've got a little bit of time between lessons, and even though it doesn't look like it today outside, the weather is going to get warmer. I know you guys are going to have the itch to go outside and start playing soon. So I want to give you some quick and easy takeaway tips today. A lot of the people that I talked to at the Toledo Golf Show 2 weeks ago, I would say 30 to 40% of them have not been playing at all uh, during the winter. There's been no indoor golf. They haven't went to a range when the weather's been good. They uh, they stayed in hibernation all winter. So when the weather finally breaks, and it's going to this weekend, they're going to go out. They're going to pick up those clubs for the first time in months. I want to make sure you guys are taking the right steps to sequence your swing right away to knock that rust off so that you're not digging a hole deeper and deeper into problem territory before the season gets going. So, what we're going to do first, each, like I said, I've got 3 tips for you today, and each one is going to be brought to you by one of our gracious friends of the stream, of the channel. We're going to start today with our friends over at cigardez.com. Jay Menke is a great friend of Sweet Action Golf. Thank you, Jay, for everything you do. For personalized, affordable cigar packages at any price point, please visit our friend Jay Menke at cigardez.com. So, tip number 1 from Jay. We're going to take our normal stance and setup as if there's a ball there, as if we're holding a club. Okay, and remember, we don't want to get too wide. Narrow is always the way to go in our stance delivery. What we're going to do, we're going to hold our hands down like we're holding that club. We are going to extend our right arm so it's parallel with the ground, level with our shoulder. We do not want to do this drill standing up. We want to remain in golf posture. So, since our takeaway is nothing more than our left shoulder turning away from the target, with our right arm extended, we are going to turn, start our backswing, and clap hands. And as you can tell, this is everything I need right here. I've got shoulders parallel with my back foot. All of the weight is on the inside of my right heel. I am good to go right here. Once again, from golf posture, golf setup, we're going to extend our right arm, level with our shoulder. We're going to stay in posture. We're going to initiate our backswing by turning our left shoulder to get to here. That's everything we need to do. Now, after you guys work on that for a little bit at home, before you make it to the range, before you make it to the golf course, if there is chat going on, hi, thanks for joining. I can't see it for some reason. Obviously, that needs to be addressed. I've been wrestling with OBS all morning. So if you guys are watching, I appreciate you. Show me some love when you're here. Give us a like, a follow, a share, a subscription. Uh, Show us some love over on Instagram and Facebook as well. You can find me at Sweet Action Golf. I would appreciate it. Or go check out the website, sweetactiongolf.com. Thank you, Jay, very much for bringing us that first tip. Very simple, of just turning and clapping our hands. When you guys get to the range, before you start making contact, this is a great little warm-up drill to make sure we are fully turning and keeping that club face square. So this drill is going to help you make sure we're using our shoulders, we're keeping that club face square, and we're not using our hands. One of the most common issues I see from the majority of my students that come in here, whether they're knocking the rust off or not, every time they pick up a golf club and they get set, one of their first moves is picking that club up, opening the face to start their backswing. If we are building something with a steady, stable foundation, we need to make sure we're doing everything the right way. This is the foundation of our swing. our posture, our setup, and our takeaway. This is the foundation from which greatness is built. It needs to be as perfect as we can get it the majority of the time. So, when we're going to get set up outside, before we start making contact, we're going to place 2 golf balls down. One, we're going to set up and approach like we're going to make contact. The second one is going to be outside of our back foot, right in line with the first ball. My goal, my objective here is to show that golf ball the face of this club for as long as I can on the way going back. If my shoulder simply turns away from the target, I'm going to be able to do that. If my hands and wrists get involved and I fillet that blade open like I'm getting ready to slice open a fish, if I pick that club up to the outside or I jerk it right back to the inside, which is a very, very common move as well, that face is open, my hands are involved. My brain is going to tell my shoulders, hey, we can take this one off. The hands are involved. Let them do all the work. That is not what we are looking for here, people. I'm sorry, we're not. So we're going to get set up to it. Normal stance, posture, and setup. I am going to initiate my backswing by slowly turning my left shoulder. My goal here, I want to knock this ball out of the way on the way back. This tells me I'm not picking the club up. I'm not using my hands. I want to feel the back of that club push the ball out of the way. That means my shoulders are turning and rotating. I am maintaining my separation and extension from my body with my hands and the club head. I am putting that club head in a great position when it gets to parallel with the ground, and that face is right where we want it. If you don't like the feel of contact going back in your backswing, I'm going to have you take a head cover. I'm going to use my trusty blue parrot head cover. Long live Jimmy Buffett. I am going to put it, again, outside my back foot, but I'm going to turn it in a way and place it far enough back where I simply want to pass this club head over that parrot, over that head cover, and it's straight back. There's no contact. There's no resistance. It's just going straight over a certain point that I designate in my mind where I want that club head to pass over. That tip of using the ball, using the head cover, was brought to you by our friends at Gear Up Sportswear. If you want to look, feel, and play like a pro, please make sure you visit Gear Up Sportswear. Casey, Terry, thank you guys so much for what you do. I love the stuff. I wear it every day. GearUpSportswear.com. All right, guys, last one. And this one is brought to us by our friends over at Sean's Back Nine Indoor Golf Center right here in Toledo, Ohio. The new Callaway Quantum stuff is in, Colton tells me. Go demo the new stuff with Colton. He is a certified club fitter. Trade in, trade up promotion, I'm sure is going on by now. He will tell you all about that. Sean's Back Nine Indoor Golf Center right here in Toledo, Ohio. So, if you don't want to use the balls, if you don't want to use the head cover, I am going to ask you to grab an alignment stick. I use alignment sticks a ton here in my sessions in the studio, right here in Sylvania, Ohio. So we're going to put that alignment stick on the bottom of our grip, bottom of the shaft. We're going to take our normal stance and setup. When I take that club back the right way, by turning my left shoulder, when I get to here, that alignment stick should be pointing right at our target. If you take it back and the club is pointing inside to the left or outside to the right, you need to reset and re-examine your takeaway because your foundation is off. If this part of our swing is the foundation for greatness, it needs to be perfect. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I've got another lesson coming up. Thanks for all the love you showed me. It's been a great couple of weeks since the Toledo Golf Show. It's going to be a fantastic spring. I did play the SGT Web Tour last week. The video will be posted today. We topped 25. Didn't play the best, didn't play the worst either, but there were some mental mistakes I need to clean up. Looking ahead to this week, if I can get the chat figured out on OBS, I've got a busy weekend of lessons. I am going to try and go live to play the first round, or maybe do some Sweet Action After Dark, a live broadcast where I play uh, one or two of the rounds. So uh, check me out on Facebook, on Instagram. Smash that sub button while you're here. I apologize for not being able to see the chat, but I do have to get running because another lesson is going to be here soon. Again, 3 simple drills right here to practice and work on before you go outside when the weather breaks to make sure we are fundamentally sound in our takeaway. The first one, we're going to turn our shoulder and we're going to clap hands back here, making sure our shoulders are parallel with our back foot. That's a great checkpoint. The second one, we're going to place 2 balls or a ball and a head cover, and we're going to make sure we're passing either directly over it or even knocking the second ball out of the way to make sure that our shoulders are turning, our hands are not involved, and we're taking that club back nice and straight. The third one, we're using our old friend, the alignment stick. It's going to be under the shaft here. We're going to grip it, and when we get to that point, when the club is parallel with the ground, we want to make sure that alignment stick is going straight at our target. Guys, I make it very easy, very fun in here. Go check out my Google reviews. They speak for themselves. There's a video review over on my webpage, sweetactiongolf.com. If you're sick of struggling with your game, if you're sick of shooting high scores, if you're not having fun anymore, come in here with an open mind. I'm going to turn you around. I'm going to make you fall in love with the game again. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all the love. I will see you soon.